Hi, I'm Dave Oates, Head Researcher at FinderMonkey. I hope you enjoyed our recent Facebook Live 10-day challenge where we tried to answer as many of your questions as we could. We actually got a lot more questions than we were able to answer in those 10 days, but some of them were quite short questions, so we've put those together and we're going to try and answer 5 questions in 5 minutes approximately for some of those shorter questions, I suppose we are. The first one here is, what is your success rate? So our overall success rate at this moment in time is about 92%. So that means that we find most people that we look for. However, there are obviously cases that come to us where we'll be able to say with a lot more certainty that we are very likely to find the person. So for example, the cases that involve adoption are much closer to 100% or about 100% in truth. But then there are cases perhaps that are lower than that where we have got very limited information, and they're the ones that might kind of bring the overall percentage down a little bit, or particularly searches in other countries as well. However, we generally know when you come to us for the consultation and you give us the information that you have about the person you're looking for, we'll give you an idea of how confident we feel about finding that person. So for instance, if we know a name and date of birth for a person, then we can be very confident that if that person is in the UK, for instance, and we're doing a UK-based search, that we will find them. Hope that answers that question, but like I say, overall success rate about 92% at this moment in time, so we find most people that we look for. Next question, can you find telephone numbers? I guess the simple answer to that question is yes. However, what I would say, we never guarantee it. The BT phone book now has less than 11 million telephone numbers in it, and so that's quite a small number when you consider it used to be in the tens of millions. We do also have numbers that come from what's called consented data. That can include mobile numbers and landline telephone numbers for people. However, what I would say is, for the most part, when we're looking for lost family members and friends, the first approach is always better done either through ourselves or through a letter. Because most people, don't like to be called out of the blue. It can be shocking. So the best way to approach people is not usually through telephone numbers. So the answer is yes, we can find telephone numbers, but actually, from our point of view, it's probably not the best way to get in contact with somebody usually. Can you find employment details? That's quite an interesting question. It's possible to find employment details. If we have a name and a date of birth for a person, we look for them, and we usually, in most cases, will find an address. The same can't be said for employment. It's not always that easy to determine what somebody does for a living. However, there are a number of ways to perhaps find that information. So, for instance, if you're looking for somebody and you know when they got married and you get a copy of their marriage record, things like that will record occupations, or birth records of children will record people's occupations at the time. Sometimes you can find things, employment details, just by searching online, places like LinkedIn, or sometimes even if you can find a Facebook profile for the person, it might detail where they work. So there are ways, but there isn't a hard and fast way to find out where somebody works. But they're the kind of resources that we would look to try and find out what somebody did for a living, if that's something that we were trying to find out. So I hope that answers that question. Next question, what if the results are wrong? Okay, so that's something that can worry a lot of people. We guarantee our results. So if we come back to me and say we found the exact person that you're looking for, then we will guarantee that that is the case. It's very, very rare that we ever make a mistake, because we take great care to make sure that when we find somebody, we found the correct person. If there's ever any doubt in our minds, we will tell you that beforehand, and usually our process for that is to make contact with the people or the potential matches to determine if any of them or the potential match is the right person. So we'll always, we take great care in providing accurate information. It's really, really important to us. We don't ever want to get it wrong. On the very rare occasions that we do, we will always make sure we put it right, either by finding the correct person or offering a refund on what's been the final payment of your search if we were unable to correct that mistake. So hopefully that answers that question. Last question, where are you based? Well, okay, so our main office is based in Leeds. That's where we are and where we do most of our work. However, we do search for people all over the world, not just the UK. So we have contacts and agents based all over the place. So although The hub is in Leeds. We have people working for us literally all over the world. We've got agents in America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, France, Spain, Italy, Norway, Sweden. You know, the list goes on. We have agents literally all over the place, and agents within the UK as well who help us where we're looking for information from local archives and really helpful resources like the National Archives and the British Library. So although we're based in Leeds, we've got a network which literally spreads around the globe. So hope that answers that question, and I'll be back with another video where we'll try and do another 5 questions in 5 minutes. Thanks for watching.